Okay, so now continuing to move through the reports in the order they are on the agenda. Item 12, the Riccarton Road Upgrade Closeout Report. So Lindsay and Ross, welcome to the table, and Lynette, welcome back. Any opening remarks? Oh, you've got a presentation on this one, in fact, so let's do that.
Yeah, the purpose of the presentation is just to show some quick before and after photos just to support the report. As detailed in the report, the project was delivered in 3 stages, and we just wanted to highlight those stages, kind of take you back a little bit as to what the Deans Ave intersection looked like originally, which was one of our safety issue intersections. It was rated number 26 on that list, and what it looks like now as a signalised intersection. This was obviously Ross's water and wastewater works that happened route-wide to give some kind of perspective. I know a lot of you've seen these before. And then stage 2 up to Harakeke Street, when we were doing the resurfacing, you can see the deteriorated roadway there and carriageway and what it looked like after we'd resurfaced it. So this is Central Riccarton. So this is the last stage that we've just recently completed with the median island, and this is just outside the bus lounge in that section. You can really see how we've straightened up the camber there for the buses. The buses were really leaning into the lounge, so we had to do quite a lot of work to get the road to the right level in that section. This is just slightly further down back towards kind of Clarence Street and Straven Road, where we've taken the opportunity to improve the landscaping in the area. And then just to show a very quick video of some of our resurfacing just at the very end. It's really nice when it's on a time lapse and it's that quick. But you can see obviously it's quite a major project. The only point in the report really to kind of highlight is obviously the community feedback that we included. The community really kind of had a great buy-in for the project, and we definitely got some real positive feedback at the end of the project, and they're really happy with the result. So they put up with a lot. It was a lot of work over multiple years, but yeah, a great result.
Excellent, thank you. Are there any questions on this report? Jimmy, you're happy to? Yeah, that's fine. So I'll note that you're going to move this, Jimmy, but we'll deal with questions first. So Sam and then Mike. Sam.
A really good report. Just when I was reading it, I couldn't see in there where it talked about the NZTA contribution.
Oh yeah, it was actually, it has had NZTA subsidy. Yeah, we didn't put that in actually. It has, all stages have been awarded the NZTA subsidy.
I guess maybe in the future it would be good to just see when we get a closeout report, the contribution that isn't internal.
We would normally, this one got even more complex because of the 3 stages, and there was Crown funding through the cost share agreement, and it got quite complex. So we're just trying to put it through, but yes, we will try and make sure we do that in every future report.
Thank you. Mike.
Obviously this was quite a long project, but obviously at the beginning you identified the coal tar. How did that go with the timing of the North Avon Road coal tar issue? What was done first? I'm just trying to work out, because obviously there was lessons learned from North Avon with the coal tar.
We applied it to this. Yes, and we applied those lessons to this, made sure we were ahead of the game. But you still had coal tar issues.
Yeah, we did have coal tar issues, especially in the later section, so Harakeke to Matipo. So we did some testing at the very start of as we were just going out to tender, and kind of got the extent of the coal tar in the carriageway there. It's now something that we pull forward and we actually do within the detailed design period, so that we have that information going out to the market.
So my apologies. We learnt the lessons, but we were already progressing this project. Okay. We did it as soon as we could. We did get it in ahead of the contractor being awarded, so we were ahead of the game more than we were. So it didn't, but it is still a cost to the project.
Yeah. Thank you. Any further questions? All right. So Jimmy, you'd like to move this? Yeah. Do we have a seconder? Catherine? Thank you. Yep, so is there any debate? Jimmy?
Yeah, because this kind of the project also including those the water supply and wastewater, the infrastructure cost for 4 years. But during those construction time period, absolutely, because the community residents, they have a complaint, etc. But my view, staff and working together with those contractors done a great job, because while my understanding, their participation, every time they have any change, any further information, they just engage with the community board, update to us, then we feedback to them. Try to minimize all those reverse effect. And also today we can, from the staff, particularly now the driving time, actually I pass through every day. Actually driving time, we save lots of the waiting time, because while that's very good about the priority, and also regarding the landscaping, beautify those this kind of heavy, very heavy the road, etc. So generally speaking, my understanding, but Catherine Chu, she's a local council, but I heard from the people is quite happy regarding this the new infrastructure and the project. So.
Thank you. Melanie.
I was at an Eddington meeting and an old man said, an old white man said he hated Riccarton Road the way it is now because he doesn't like the trees and it's too narrow to drive down. And I love it, and I think that you've done a good job of getting people like that to say those sorts of comments. Well done.
Thank you. This has been, a long project by any project standards. Started in 2016, finished in 2020. I think the pictures that you showed us as part of the presentation today show us the clear amenity benefits. It's really tidied up that whole road area, made it far easier for drivers and people crossing the road and cyclists to use. So I think we would definitely call the project a success. I note that it also came in very slightly under budget, although we're not out of the defects period as yet. But certainly in terms of the community benefits, the safety benefits, the amenity benefits, this has been a success. Bringing a number of projects together in one construction certainly is generic of the way that we'd like to see things continue to be done. And the positive comments in the report regarding community engagement and stakeholder engagement leading to stakeholder and community support certainly are the kind of things that we'd want to see replicated in other projects, as we have in fact on the Victoria Street and Hereford projects since then. So a number of successes coming out of this, and just echoing Melanie's comments, my own reaction when seeing the completed project for the first time was very positive, and I've heard a number of anecdotal positive comments from people that use that road far more often than I do. So overall, I think we can call that a success. Thank you. So I'll put the motion. All those in favour say aye. Aye. Against? That's carried. Thank you.